absolutely fantastic up against the Doom. Serious negative synergy between the Ursa and the Pugna. That's not great, but it will work out most of this. Ogre Magi, Ogre Frost Mage, the blue Ogre with the ice armor, and then that's really difficult for Ursa to deal with. Again, physical resistance is the name of the game here. Looks like DC will swap up the heroes. At least Bryle is going to be playing the Death Prophet mid as to be expected. Stan King kind of getting his ass whooped in the jungle though. A couple more right clicks. That sword hit from Moo got some serious. And an Infernal Blade. You're going to land several shots from this Enchantress afterwards. It is going to be very, very easy and almost free harassment. Like, it's only 40 mana from that Doom. And he's not exactly the brightest penny, but 40 mana is such a small cost. And oh god, T-Tors, they go in again with the Dragon Tail. And they have this Mud Golem combos. Dude, they already chucked out all 3 of those boulders and Ritsu. Not with a lot of raw. There's perfect opportunities to actually just take control of the lane. Sending Moo back. We'll have the TP scrolls to get right back out on the lane, and now AUI gonna get caught against the field. Earthshock gonna slow him down, but the Scorched Earth, plus the fact that he has Windlace and regular boots, they're gonna drag him back with the Glimpse, but Chessie's taking a lot of damage here. IX Mike being very persistent, just poking and prodding. Chessie gets the kill. Did IX Mike miss that spear shot? I am not sure. With the impetus shots now up, he can absolutely destroy anyone she runs into. Although they're going to go in for mid lane first. AUI is here to give him a little bit of cover. A stun up Moo, but Dragon Tail does go off onto the Death Prop. She gets the Siphon out, so she's not going to take all that much damage, healing a lot off of that DK, and Moo will go down. And now from the back, it's IX Mike and Stan King. Kittrack getting absolutely ripped apart by those spears. Now they're going to change focus onto Limp. And it looks like with one more long-range spear, not quite lethal, they got him in the end. Bryle Ghost's going to finish him off. We'll be stalking Stan King. Glimpse is in range. They'll bring him right back into a field. Decrep Blast. Drain? Not draining just yet. Cask is going to interrupt it, but Stan King should still be dead here. Voodoo Restoration doing what he can. One more shot from range. Pugna's got him. And the bottom lane, make sure that's siege damage. Bottom lane being pushed as well. Ritsu, the only one presenting, but from the back, it's Stan King. Cask is out. Z-Freak is going to get maledicted and death warded. And that should be enough to straight kill off the Chen, but Chessie from the back will make it an even trade. He does have a little bit of haste rune as they're going to glimpse back AUI. Now Bryle's kind of surrounded here. Ritsu's going to jump in, but the Static Storm's going to drop as well. And now Ritsu's in a precarious position. He's fully morphed into strength already. We'll go into the Dragon Knight form to try to get some additional armor. And it looks like that'll actually do quite a bit. Waveform into the creep camp, but they still have vision to Dragon Tail him. And he has no more methods of escape. He'll once again go into the Dragon form, and we'll try to book it. Top.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's really where DC are going to be wishing they had a little bit more of a kind of AoE setup. They had like a Blink Burrow Strike or something instead of this Doom, who's by the way getting chewed apart by Chessie. So many more options. They're going to jump in towards the Morphling. The Stomp was out of range though. A little bit of a missed micro there from Z-Freak. And Ritsu should be okay here. IX Mike is going to show up, put a couple of impetus shots into Moo. Again, it's pure damage, but this DK is fat as hell. He's going to jump forward and get Dragon Tailed himself. Trying to focus down to IX Mike. He has a Force Staff, will dodge the blast. Now Bryle coming in. Centaur still leading the charge, has that Stomp, once again recharged, the glimpse back, the Death Prop into a Static Storm. Stan King's gonna be taken out by Chessie. It's a 2-kill for compLexity, looking for a third. Enchantress versus Ursa, not a good place for the dear person to be. Chessie will grab a double kill. And hey, look at that, they're right on top of top lane where tier 1 is ripe for the picking. And stays red, and with these creeps in the area, compLexity know that there's a smoke here. Moo will blow it from the low ground. Find the Doom here, but AY pretty bulky. Is he tanky enough? The right claw. Okay, Limp's coming in. Yeah, he's super dead. And Chessie's gonna jump from the side, kills off Stan King, and once again, he's found IX Mike. Earthshock slow, hoping for that bash. Well, this is a Decrepify. Again, Ursa versus Decrepify is unpleasant, but they'll just glimpse him right back and obliterate her with the magic damage up here. Especially since they have a Wild Wing aura, +3 armor, and of course that DK. Push continues as Moo's gonna jump in with, oh, Chessie, and just annihilates Stan King. Okay, they do doom the Ursa, but he doesn't care about that at all. as now they get the Veil onto the Doom. Static Storm is going to be latching the Doom inside. Ursa closing in despite being doomed. Might lose his Aegis. Looks like he actually won't. Blink out. Yeah, he's fine. Take down tier 3. Oh, he's actually blinked right in. He blinked right on top of the Death Prop, and now Bryle's in a lot of trouble. Got bashed after the Force Staff and will go down. Chessie, again, may or may not lose his life, but it doesn't matter because he has that Aegis. Iraq still dropping as, oh, Enchantress zaps herself from the Nether Ward. That damage was insane thanks to the Decrepify. Once again, Chessie's going to jump right on top of this Witch Doctor, kill him off in like 2 shots. IX Mike, he's doing what he can, but he can't do all that much. compLexity, make a huge death blow push. Ritsu's going to backdoor the tier 1 tower. Not active, not available. It's a dead shrine, but it's alive. You guys know what I mean. Blast will take down this tier 2 top lane, being pushed, and if the Ghost's out, they will look to snag a set of racks here. Bryle's got to watch out for that Glimpse, especially with the jump in from Moo. Static Storm's going to go up. Glimpse back onto Bryle. Once again, he is silent, but Chessie's going to jump in right onto Ritsu. He's going to go into the Ghost form, and he will be fine. Actually morphs into the Morphling, still retreating, as the Ursa for real is going to be doomed. He will back off safely. They're trying to focus down to Moo with the Death Ward. The physical damage is enough to overwhelm that Dragon Knight, and it will be range racks to fall, probably. There it is. On top lane, mid lane is in full breach. Ritsu, though, he's just absolutely dishing damage onto this melee racks. The Ghosts are retreating now as AUI is going to get jumped. His ice armor is just going to be good enough, actually, as Chessie can't quite get the kill. AUI is still really worse for the wear, and they are trying to gun for this melee racks. A desperate move for DC for sure, but it looks like it may work out for them as AUI is going to charge forward to his doom. Chessie going to get sent back to the base. He will be just fine. The melee racks still stand, and without that doom, DC, I don't think have enough fighting power to stick around here. They're going to start mass TPing this lane equilibrium. Like, they could compLexity just push right down top lane, take the tier 2, and straight go high ground. Or kill off Enchantresses. Bash, there's the bash. And that's why you pick up Ursa up against Enchantress. Well, they found AUI as well. Short Glimpse, not going to do anything. They'll still blast and drain him out. Blink Dagger on Chessie's not yet up. Now it is. He's going to dodge the right click, get the blink off, and kill off the Doom. Even blast down Stan King down to half HP. Though they will have backdoor protection disabled because of mid lane pushing in. Gonna go straight to work on this bottom tier 3. Easy pickings. And now the bottom racks vulnerable and will slowly but surely be taken down. Actually, no, that's pretty quick. That is not a slow and steady push. That is a very rapid push.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
And now it's like, even if this entire racks was taken on top, it doesn't. Z-Freak in the back, looking to blow the smoke. They will blow each other's smoke as Z-Freak v Ritsu is going to be revealed. But it's okay if this Chen takes the focus. That's kind of what he's for here. This creeps can still function as Stan King's going to get dropped elsewhere. They will take out that Chen, but they'll find an angle onto Bryle. This Death Prophet will have the Yule Scepter to save himself for a little bit more, but she'll still fall into the clutches of Chessie. Meantime, Limp versus AUI off into the corner. They will doom the Pugna, have him in the corner, and probably focus him down, but they lost the Morphling in exchange. Moo and Chessie still going off, and no one's answering them. IX Mike gonna try to TP out. He'll get glimpsed right back in as Chessie's now focusing onto the Doom. Will get the kill there. Focusing onto IX Mike. Will get the kill there as well. A triple and a double and a GG. As the Chen, again, the hero that you can focus if you really want to, but not having a Chen in these engagements isn't really a terribly huge deal for compLexity. No focus going on to the DK. No focus going on to the Ursa. Armed, that's fine. Underlord, Venomancer, Witch Doctor, and Sand King, they can hold down the fort. Easily hold down the fort while the Faceless Void farms up 1 or 2 on. You don't expect it to do that much now, do you?
No.
This is how Venomancer controls this lane. He's... Oh shit, got denied. Even with all these Plague Wards. With all these Plague Wards, he is able to constantly shove in the wave. Force Lina to last hit under her tower, and Burrow Strike from Z-Freak is off! Sand King is gonna take a couple of tower shots now as the Witch Doctor takes the Dragon Tail. This will be first blood now. Chessie just praying for some bashes, but only level 1 is... How is he still getting denied by this Lina? I feel like that shouldn't be happening. You see minus 13 on that Atrophy Aura. Ritsu's illusions are going to be pretty useless up against Moo. There is Chilling Touch. Magic damage still works. Moo, outside of the freeze duration, will TP out. It's going to be close with the Lance. They got him. It's a level 2 Lance, and Moo will go Underlord to be picking up these Aura items. And this right here is kind of why I'm not a huge fan of Venomancer. Like, he's existing in the lane. He's not really doing anything assertive. He's not really demanding any attention. He's not pressuring the Lina. He's just kind of there. Dragon Tail, Cold Feet, Z-Freak, Burrow Strike out, still is gonna get frozen. They're focusing onto AUI. Z-Freak is forfeit here as AUI just gonna gun for Kit Track. He's got him in the bag this time. No escape for the Witch Doctor. Chessie trying to get involved in these fights as a Faceless Void, not a good idea. Unless you're very, very lucky. He does have one more Time Walk, but IX Mike charging in with the... I mean, he doesn't have like quite as like a lot more offensive power than Chessie. He's just more resilient. He just doesn't take any damage. I kind of like the idea for compLexity to make those plays with Z-Freak, but the execution was slightly off. Z-Freak now gonna run to Bryle. Burrow Strike is available, though he's messing with a level 6 Lina, who has a lot of stick charges. Gale is gonna land. Plague Wards starting to take some damage. They do run the LSA onto the Sand King, but he has another Burrow Strike now. Arcane Rune showing up. And Bryle will go down eventually. One more LSA, turnaround. Oh, he's still taking that poison damage. Sting and Gale. Sting will get the kill with that last Plague Ward. They kill off Bryle. We can see how much effort it actually takes. Like, really struggle to get that kill. And now turning around to Sand King. Ritsu just wants to charge in. I don't think he's gonna have it. Now, Kitrak's safe in the trees, but from the back, it's AUI and Bryle. Moo now is swarmed by heroes. How good is Atrophy Aura? Probably not good enough. Still a lot of fire landing onto Ritsu. A lot of fire, but that's what the hood is for. Very defensive. Actually make something happen, but it will need a little bit of help. Even, I don't know, can they kill off AUI here with the Maledict? They probably can. Burrow Strike, pass. Yeah, they got him. Chessie's even coming in, and they got him. They only kill off that one ET that's playing around this area, mostly for the AA. Not anything the Underlord can really do to punish that. Sand King gonna run into Limp though. That's not what he wants to see. Even Kit Track here. Sand King just gonna die to the poison. Rotates up towards top lane. Chronosphere gonna give Z-Freak a little bit of time to channel up that Epicenter. Stomp is still gonna land, but Chessie doesn't get hit by it, and Z-Freak does, but Epicenter still works. Over in mid lane now, they found IX Mike. This poison damage with the Maledict is going to hurt a lot. Kit Track gets swarmed by Ritsu, will go down. Is IX Mike dead? Still the Gale, that's lethal damage, and he is dead. Ooh, Z-Freak's on top lane pushing. Maxed out the Sandstorm in this game. That's interesting.
Time is money.
Usually we saw that from a little bit more of a farmer type build. Chessie, bash, gets the bash. Ooh, he was running out of time there for that bash. Moves in the bottom lane, kind of being chased down by a swarm of Smurfs. They land the Dragon Tail Breathe Fire, but he does have the hood. Moves tanking a lot, but will go down. In exchange for Sand King, Kit Track and Limp. Focusing the support in the back. And there is a Lina rotation as well. We do know that the Sand King has his Blink Dagger, though. At least they can probably assume that. Strike, though, lands onto the DK. There's no TP for him. He's gonna tail the Sand King, get some damage reduction onto Limp, but the Plague Wards still do damage, and he's just gonna die to those dots. Over in the mid lane, teleporting in, Limp. Phantom Lancers a lot. And look for Moo on top lane. Level 1 natural order. Spirit's there with the Ice Blast. They have a Laguna Blade. Hood is gonna hold pretty well for the Underlord, but still not nearly enough. Amount of damage. Phantom Lancer illusions coming in, but this is going into a lot of Plague Wards. Venomancer is set up already. This is really, really difficult for DC to engage into. This is the Chronosphere, there's a pit, and of course all these Plague Wards. They don't really have a ton of initiation themselves, so they're just gonna send in a couple of illusions, try to get some damage done to Chessie, but Roshan's slowly being ticked down and off in the back. Limp with the blanket from Z-Freak. Didn't land Epicenter on Sand King. That's the Ancient Apparition down. IX Mike getting beaten to hell as well. Ritsu's in the middle of the fight going after Kit Track. No one's really stopping him. The Chronosphere in the back line, though, is going to catch that Lina, and Chessie is just going to beat the hell out of her with the Burrow Strike in. They'll get the kill there as well. Ritsu's going to try to rush for that Roshan, and it looks like Roshan down. Ritsu snatches the Aegis. Doppelgang's away. Z-Freak is there with the Sandstorm, has a Burrow Strike soon, and he will land onto Ritsu, but he does get stomped. In fact, everyone gets stomped afterwards. Ritsu going to continue the fight onto Z-Freak, and Doppelgang himself out of there. compLexity. They took down Roche, they got the gold, but Ritsu gets away with the big prize. As great as that is for DC to make sure eventually, I don't see this game ending before he has a chance to get that. Unless DC just gets an absolute monstrous play. Ritsu's walking through the Sandstorm. find himself limp. The only thing he's really scared of is that Chronosphere. Burst Strike lands onto only the DK. Ritsu, though, is going to jump onto Kid Track. Ice Blast going to come in. Lands only onto Z-Freak, however. Pass bouncing through, slowing down Ritsu, who's been really well separated from the rest of his allies. AUI being chased out will go down. As Ritsu's gunning for Kid Track, his illusions will kill him off that Witch Doctor. But now he's going to get bashed with the main hero. A couple more right clicks are all they need. The Doppelgang is just going to cool down in time, but can't get it off. He will be fine to Doppelgang away from this afterwards. Chessie, though, still has a time walk in a Chronosphere. Dan King TPing out. They will find Bryle in the meantime. This Lina caught in the middle of nowhere, right-clicked. Oh, he's going to survive, but Chessie, he's found the big goal. IX Mike is going to help him out with a little bit of Dragon Tail action. Ritsu is still getting hit with that Burrow Strike. They're focusing on the wrong one, however. They get baited super hard. Ritsu's going to charge off into the sunset. What the hell? How? Gaben, please fix it. It doesn't even matter. They still catch up.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
There was definitely a bug with Phantom Rush before. That definitely seems like another bug, or the same bug. Either way, it seems a little bit abusive. Chessie, she's gonna jump in. He once again is looking for Bryle. Stuck in the Chronosphere, Moo's gonna land some fire, and Lina will go down. And that is already a really bad start. In the meantime, it's Ritsu trying to go for these supports. Will be able to swarm them, but his cores are being taken down elsewhere. IX Mike will TP out. As Z-Freak just sitting in the Sandstorm. Ritsu forced to pop that shrine, but gets still in the range of it. Chessie's coming in. Epicenter's there. He's gonna try to dash over to the neutrals. Not gonna happen. Just swarmed by one too many heroes. And Kid Track, I'm sorry, dude. You took one for the team. Chessie and Limp just gonna go to work on this tower. Tier 3 should be forfeit, but they really have to be careful. DC. Jump in Burrow Strike can have a Eul Scepter Lina with a Shadow Blade. It honestly shouldn't be this hard for DC to find some initiations. They just haven't been able to, and then they do. They'll find Face's Void. He's gonna help the BKB. Chronosphere onto everyone, focusing the Ancient Apparition first, now turning around, looking for the DK. Will take them both down with the BKB, take pretty much no damage in the process. Going for, oh, he finds a regen rune? Play well, get rewarded, am I right? Finds a regen. Bryle can actually go over towards mid lane and start cutting that one. There are two waves coming in, however. Looking for the Rax play. You can see Bryle getting into position, is spotted though. They know exactly what's going on here. They have enough of a creep wave so that maybe they can go for it anyway. Oh, they Burrow Strike the Phantom Lancer off of the dash. Does get hit with the Maledict as Chessie now is going to drop that Chronosphere. Poor Ancient Apparition. Poor DK. Exact same situation as last time. Now with the Death Ward coming in, they get the bash and they get the kill. Ritsu's on top of Limp, doing what he can right now. The Nova's already out and Ritsu's going to start ticking down despite having that match resistance. Here comes Z-Freak with the Epicenter trying to go for Ritsu. Fails to land that Burrow Strike, however. They have caught two with the Pit. And it's Chessie's ignoring all of that, letting Limp take this damage. Venomancer's still not dead just yet. The Hood is doing some really nice work for him as Z-Freak gets healed by the cheese, lands another really nice Burrow Strike. Cass comes out now onto Bryle, who again has not been able to do pretty much anything. Is going to slip out of there thanks to the lack of detection, which they somehow don't have. But they will be unable to save their... Now the push continues on bot lane. Still with this Aegis onto Chessie with the Lincoln Sphere to replace it. Still with a lot of duration on it as well. Dude. Losing an Aegis and then popping up with the Lincoln Sphere is like the most dangerous thing you can do. Off to the side though, they will catch Z-Freak. Chronosphere goes off on the Bryle and Chessie again finds the Lina. At least she gets her damage output out this time as IX Mike and Ritsu gonna team up, kill off Kid Track. Chessie gonna jump right in onto this Dragon Knight, taking a lot of damage with the Stomp. Comes up the L-Titan. Chessie still cleaving through everybody, kills off IX Mike, gets hit with the Earth Splitter, will lose the Aegis. Pops right back up though with the Lincoln Sphere in tow as Moo is working the plus 160, is just going to work. And in the back, the Venomancer's here as well. Lands the Gale into Ritsu as AY's in a corner will get torn apart. Limp taking a lot of damage here as Chessie and Moo doing their best to clean up Ritsu's illusions. They will do just that. Another Doppelgang forward, actually back from Ritsu, but Chessie's right on his tail, praying for that bash. Ritsu is gonna... He's gonna get back to the fountain, okay. That's the end result. He gets back into the fountain, but Limp survives. This Venomancer is not an easy hero to kill off, though normally this hero is. Just so far into this hero. Second place in the net worth by game's end. GG is called and DC are out, guys. GESC